Very good evening and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Good to be chatting to you. So you just arrived this morning. Your initial thoughts of the Paralympic Games and Paris as a host?
Hi, Valen. Thanks for having me. Yes, we just arrived a couple of hours ago, actually, to be exact. So quite excited to be here. Paris has been welcoming. And yeah, just need to get some time to make myself accustomed to everything around the village. But I'm excited for the next couple of weeks.
A couple of the other team members were in Montpellier for an acclimatization camp. Was there a reason that you chose to perhaps stay at home a little longer?
No, I joined the Montpellier training camp a bit later with the rest of the group. So I was there. It was quite nice. Good weather. So yeah, training camp went well. But now the real games are about to start. So that's exciting.
After the disappointments of what happened in Tokyo, where you ended just off of the podium, you thought you had banished those with a bronze medal at the World Championships in France, actually, in 2023, only for Japan to give you another fourth spot. You just can't seem to shake this number.
Yes, Tokyo was quite bittersweet as well as Kobe early in this year. But I think we are in a much better physical shape at the moment, much better mental shape as well. And the big goal for this year has always been the Paralympics. So our focus has always been on this one coming up. And I'm sure if I can apply and execute everything that we've worked on, it should go well.
And when you say should go well, what would that mean for you?
I'm definitely aiming for gold medal. That's our biggest goal. But I think if I go out there and enjoy myself and just be me, be myself during the competition and enjoy the moment, I will be in a position where I will improve my personal best, and that should put me in great position to be in the gold medal prospect. But it's going to be tough. We're about five competitors who I think of are all vying for that three medal spot. So it's going to be a fight out there. But yeah, I'm excited for it and I'm up for the challenge.
Kerwin, you participate in a category called F46, which is for single arm amputees. The letter and the digits following the actual event name indicate what disability class you actually participate in. Do you find that during this time you're doing a lot of education for people that are perhaps not exposed to Paralympic sport on a day-to-day basis, that actually get to see people with physical disabilities participating at the highest level during this time?
Yes, 100%. There's definitely a lot of education happening in this time, especially to the people who are not as accustomed to para sport. Just giving them a brief description of the different classes, like you said, the T and F, the track and field, descriptors is a difference, and then also the numbers from 40 for the arm amputees, 45 to 47, the different variations of amputation or limb deficiencies. So definitely a lot of education happening at the moment, and it holds us as Paralympians accountable as well to make sure that we are up to date and know exactly not just what's happening on in our classes, but happening with the rest of the classes as well, so that we are able to inform and educate the general public, so that the Paralympics and classification becomes household topics and household conversations.
Kerwin, your disability allows you to do a lot of what able-bodied athletes would be able to do, but you're a Paralympian and there's a variety of different disability classes. How important is awareness for the general public to disability sports and the kinds of opportunities that are available for people with physical disabilities?
Yeah, I think awareness is one of the top priorities that we should actually look at, because I think the more aware and the more educated people are on the different disabilities and different classes, the more they understand, and the more they'll be interested in watching the Paralympics. We always try to get as many people as possible to watch the Paralympics, but it's difficult watch something with intent if you don't really understand exactly what's going on. So I think if we can get the awareness and the education up there, I think we will immediately attract more people, more interested people into the sport, which in turn will only benefit all of the athletes and the future athletes coming up. So yeah, definitely something we need to put more time and energy into.
What are some of the common questions that you or maybe even some of your teammates in the South African Paralympic team often get from the able-bodied community?
I think the most common I've received personally is why am I only leaving to Paris so late? I think many people who are not up to date assume that the Paralympics and the Olympics happen at the same time or the same thing. So a lot of my conversations was around that, or I would get messages saying good luck at the Olympics, even though I'm a part of the Paralympics. So that's the general consensus that most of us get is there's definitely not a clear distinction or understanding between the two. Many people think it's the same thing happening at the same time, but obviously it's the Paralympics because it runs parallel to the Olympics. And then also just to understand some of the classes, people sometimes ask if I only compete against other athletes with a limb deficiency or upper arm limb deficiency, or do I compete with people with leg amputees or vision impaired? As we get at our nationals, when we combine the classes, so that's where just better understanding comes in. Where when we get to the Paralympic stage, we all compete in our own classes, and yeah, we compete against like for like athletes.
And Kerwin, just as we wrap it up, you mentioned earlier on about having to do your best, have fun, go out and actually enjoy yourself, and then you'll be right in line for a gold medal. How much work and how much preparation has actually gone into getting you ready, especially because you said even though you had world champs this year, the focus was 100% on the Paralympic Games?
Yeah, I think it's difficult to quantify into hours how much work or time has gone into it. But I think from Tokyo's fourth place disappointment, it's been a 3-year goal that myself and my coach set to say that Tokyo wasn't the first Paralympics. Coming out fourth at your first games is not bad, but in 2024 we're going for gold. So yeah, a 3-year stretch, and I'm just excited to soak up the moment and enjoy it and have fun. It's going to be good.
Well, you've got a week to go until it all gets underway with the opening ceremony. Kerwin Noemdo, South African shot putter and also the African record holder in his class in the event. Thank you so much for your time and all the best of luck for the competition